Hey everybody, happy Monday. Today is the start of our 21-day sugar elimination challenge in the Faster Way VIP membership group. And my connection is bad. Okay, here we go. So I thought this would be a great way to start off the week, sharing a little bit of my meal planning and prepping that I am doing today to kind of keep me in line for the next several days, just to keep me on track as I work really hard to eliminate sugar from my diet. If you know me, you know that's a difficult thing. I love sweets, and it's going to be a tough challenge for me to go 21 days without any sugar. Practice progress, not perfection, just as we always do. But this, with meal prepping, I think that I'm going to set myself up for success and kind of not leave room for error. So I'm going to share what I'm doing today. You can't really see here, but I've got my whole countertop set up. I'm going to walk you through several different things that I'm prepping today that I will have throughout the week, and just kind of talk you through some of those things as we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is start with a tuna salad. I don't know how much of this you can see, but hopefully you can. I've got a couple cans of tuna. What I'm going to do today and tomorrow for low carb days, I'm going to have tuna salad for like a snack break fast, and then I'm going to have a BLT salad for lunch, and then tonight I'm going to do a pork, sausage, and pepper one-pan meal. So that's going to start me off for Monday, Tuesday, low carb days. And you can do this even if you're not doing the sugar elimination challenge. If you're just a client of mine, if you are following along with the food cycle, these are going to be great tips for you as well. So that's what I'm going to start out with. It's a little bit of a variation from the meal plan. I'm going to use some of the meal plan. I'm going to do a little bit of my own thing this week. But this is kind of stuff that's in the meal plan. If you are a VIP member, you are going to recognize some of this stuff with a little bit of a twist. And what I will probably do is today and tomorrow, keep it simple. I don't mind to eat the same thing a couple times a week, and I love to have leftovers. So that's what I'm planning on doing for today and tomorrow. So first of all, we're going to start out with the tuna salad. This recipe calls for mayonnaise, and I use an avocado oil mayo. I'll go ahead and tell you that this mayonnaise has sugar in it, cane sugar. So you have to really look at the ingredients, even if it is all organic and it's fairly clean. This does have a little bit of sugar in it, but again, progress, not perfection. So just a couple of tablespoons to add to my tuna. And I'm making a double batch because I'm going to eat this today and tomorrow, and I'm going to give myself enough that my husband can have it too. So 2 cans of tuna, 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise. I'm going to add in some pickles, and this is the only pickles I had in the house. And again, you have to just pay very close attention to the labels, because a lot of things have sugar in them, especially processed food. So we're just going to go with it today. So I'm going to add a couple hard-boiled eggs to my tuna. I like to incorporate eggs just for additional protein. So I'm going to chop those up. I've already hard-boiled like a half a dozen eggs, and one of my sweet clients taught me how to make the of hard-boiled eggs to my tuna, just to give me a boost of protein. And then I'm going to roughly chop up some pickles. See if I can not make a mess in front of you guys. Okay, let me get a fork to get my pickles out. Okay, so adding a couple pickles, I would just use a regular dill pickle, but we're just gonna make do with what I had in the refrigerator. And these will add a little spice to it, so it'll be good. All right. And I am, just to save you guys the pains of watching me chop up everything, I'm just gonna kind of roughly chop this and throw it in there, and then I'll mix it all up when I get finished. So, a couple of pickles. Okay, so my tuna is fixed. Now I'm just gonna slice up some cucumbers, and that's gonna be what I eat my tuna fish on. You could really just do this with any vegetable, but I like cucumbers the best. Also, I'm going to slice up some cucumbers to put in my salad. And I've got another cucumber I could chop up too, and then I'm just gonna chop them up a little bit smaller for my salad. Okay. So there, I'm just going to mix up my tuna and serve it on these little cucumber slices. Perfect low carb snack or meal, if you want to call it a little mini meal. So I've got one meal down. Now I'm going to move on to the salad type salad, and I'm going to go ahead and prep for 2. And I need to pull up my recipe. So this one is from the meal plan. I'm going to do a little bit of a twist on the meal plan. This one calls for arugula as the salad base. You could do romaine or spinach or whatever you prefer, or a mix, a blend. So I'm just going to put, calls for about 2 cups of your salad mix. Cooked up a whole thing of bacon, so I'm going to throw in a couple pieces of bacon into each salad. You could even crumble this up before you put it on the salad, which would be ideal, but I'm trying to save time here. So I can use the leftover bacon for tomorrow for the kids' breakfast, which is always good. And I went ahead and added up some chicken tenders and used just a little bit of avocado oil and this cilantro lime seasoning from Tiny Little Chef, which you can find on my Instagram profile if you want to check out her seasonings. But this has no sugar in it, so you'll have to look at the ingredients again on your even on your seasonings, so just to make sure it doesn't have any added sugar in it. But this one is good, so I just am going to throw a couple of pieces of chicken. I'm going to do a couple of eggs, so 1 egg per salad. I've got my hard-boiled eggs already hard-boiled. Again, I should have had this already done so you all wouldn't have to watch me peel an egg. But it comes off really nicely if you put a little bit of salt in your water when you're boiling your eggs. So I'm just going to slice that up really quick. There. Slice this egg. That in there, and it calls for some cherry tomatoes, so I'm gonna slice half of those, slice these in half. Sorry, I couldn't spit it out. So we're just gonna add that. Pairs really nicely with the other ingredients in the salad, and then I'm gonna throw in like a 1/4 of an avocado, but I'm gonna wait and do the dressing and do the avocado like right when I'm gonna eat it. Toss it in the dressing and the avocado, add that so it doesn't get all brown and gross. So that is meal number 2. So I'm just putting them in Tupperware, threw in some. So again, I'm just going to throw these in the refrigerator and they'll be ready to go for lunch today and tomorrow when I'm ready for it. Just put the top on them. They'll keep for a couple of days in the refrigerator like this, and then add my dressing, toss it in my dressing, and throw the avocado in at the last minute. So there you have it. That's 2 low carb and peppers. All right, let me get some of this out of the way. So while I'm doing this, I can kind of talk you through. If you have been a client in the Faster Way already, and you're coming back as a returning client, if you need to kind of just have a kick in the butt to get you back on track, if you've kind of fallen off the wagon per se over the summer, if you are worried about going into the holidays and gaining the holiday 15 or whatever you would normally anticipate to gain over the holidays, this sugar elimination challenge is such a great way to set you up for success through the holidays. And also just to kind of dial things back in if you have just really had a hard time this summer with all the parties and all of the fun things that are going on throughout the summer. So I would love for you guys, if you have been a client of mine in the past, kind of work together to get back on track and reduce those sugar cravings. There's sugar in so many things, so it's just really eye-opening to look at the labels on things and to really see where sugar can sneak up on you. For instance, I was cooking chili yesterday and was using canned kidney beans, and there was sugar added to the canned kidney beans. So you just never know where that sneaky sugar is going to come into play. And so we're really trying to watch those things and educate you on where you can find those hidden sugars. There's so many different names for sugar out there, places it will be that you don't even imagine it to be. And we're going to focus on whole food nutrition as usual. So I'll post the link for you guys to join the membership if you guys have already been through the new client round of the Faster Way in the past. So what I'm doing here is I'm just chopping up some yellow bell peppers. I'm going to chop up, so this is kind of funny. Every time I do it, I mess up something. And it's usually like, instead of getting a little tiny can of green beans, I get like a gallon of green beans or something really ridiculous, because online it all looks the same basically. So anyways, I ordered an orange bell pepper and I ended up getting all of these tiny little peppers. So it's fine. We'll just make do. I'm just going to chop these up and throw them in with my yellow bell pepper that I have already on there. But you could just add in, look at the ingredients on this. Yep, this one has evaporated cane syrup. Insane. Everything you buy has sugar in it. So ideally, this would not be a good option for the sugar elimination challenge. But and also, I meant to tell you that the bacon I'm using also has added sugar. So we're really, really leaning heavily on that progress over perfection this week. But that's just, again, next week, whenever I am shopping for my groceries next week, to make sure that I'm really eliminating all of those hidden sugars in things like your processed meats, like bacon and sausage. So progress, not perfection, not ideal, but it's going to work. Okay, so I'm also going to add in some yellow onion. No, this is not a yellow onion, it's purple. And I'm just going to roughly slice this up. And for This one, I believe we're going to use avocado oil and just salt and pepper to season it. Let me double check that. And Italian seasoning too. I forgot about that one. So what you would do is just toss everything in. So while I'm chopping this up, I can also let you all know that I have a new client round starting on Monday. So a week from today, I'm starting a new round of the Faster Way, the new client round. You will also get a meal plan with the new client round as well. So that will definitely are all things that you get with the membership. Even with the new client round, you get the meal plan and the live workouts. So I'm just gonna drizzle some avocado oil. I usually use either avocado or olive oil. Let's see, a tablespoon-ish of avocado oil, Italian seasoning. Let's look at this one. This one does not have sugar in it, thank goodness. So we're just gonna add a little seasoning to it. And some sugar. I mean, not sugar. See, I have sugar on my mind because I want it so bad. This is gonna kill me. Salt. Let me tell you how much time here. So 400 degrees for about 30 minutes on this. I will put that in the oven a little bit later. So what else did I want to show you? Okay, so I've got 3 meals for low carb done. I'm gonna make up the marinade for a lemon chicken dish that we're gonna have later on in the week. Just to speed things up, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna actually make you sit here and potatoes and Brussels sprouts and then chicken, but I'm gonna make up the marinade for it today so that that's one less thing I have to do later on this week. Where I'm going to use olive oil, rosemary, fresh rosemary chopped, salt and pepper, and that's it, with a little bit of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice. So I'm going to do all that and then just keep that in the refrigerator until it's time to actually make the one pan meal. Throw that in the oven. It should be really quick and easy. My oats. So I'm using steel cut oats because that's all I've got right now. This is going to be something that I'm going to do today and then probably eat on Wednesday. I'm going to just keep it in the refrigerator until then. So I've got my overnight, my steel cut oats. It calls for some type of milk. So I'm going to use almond milk. I think it's like frozen in there. Let's see, 1 cup of almond milk. Like the last little bit of almond butter that I had, so that's in there. I checked it. It did not have any added sugar, so that was great. I'm actually going to do a little bit of vanilla protein powder, which does have stevia in it. So ideally you want to avoid all processed or all artificial sweeteners, including stevia. But I want to make sure I'm getting enough protein in. So I'm going to do a little bit of that vanilla protein powder. A little bit of vanilla. Now, if you want to be really precise with your macros, you probably need to measure this stuff out. But yeah, I'm not being very precise. So we are just going to stir all that up. Usually, I would use like maple syrup or honey to sweeten it, but instead I use the protein powder just to give it a little bit of taste, and then just to avoid adding in that additional sugar. And throw in my oats, and then I'm just gonna put this in a mason jar and let it sit. And then when you're ready to eat it, you can top it with fresh fruit. I've got strawberries. I'm gonna have some blueberries. I love to add in nuts, so I'll probably do some sliced almonds. So I'm just gonna throw this in my mason jar and put it in the refrigerator. I'll move on. And my child is woken up from his nap, which he was not supposed to do. So we're just gonna have to make do. Okay. The last thing I'm gonna make, and this is again kind of a meal plan recipe, but kind of a little bit of a twist just because I didn't have all of the exact ingredients, so I'm just kind of making it work. But this chia seed pudding is going to be something that, and it's going to have like a pumpkin flavor. So I'm going to do pumpkin pie spice, and then I'm also going to do pumpkin puree. And I used the pumpkin puree to make some pumpkin protein balls yesterday, so I've already got that set up here. Let's see, we'll just use this guy. It is a half a cup of the pumpkin puree. And pumpkin spice is 3/4 teaspoon. Which, who has a 3/4 of a teaspoon? So we'll use a half and then guesstimate. All right. So there's that. It calls for a pinch of salt, so I'll just do a little pinch there. And almond milk. You could either do coconut milk or almond milk, either one. A cup of almond milk. Okay, and that's that. So that'll be another one of my like mini meals, snacks type things sometime this week. And then I'll probably again put some nuts on the top of it because that'll taste another one, and let that sit until I'm ready to eat it. And hopefully it'll be super yummy. All right, so that basically wraps it up. Again, I will have the lemon chicken with Brussels sprouts and red potatoes, 1-pan meal. I'm just gonna throw that marinade on top of it and bake it. I'll probably have another salad this week with the leftover chicken that I made today and some strawberries and whatever, just with like an oil and vinegar dressing. Other than that, let's see, what else do I have planned? Tomorrow the boys have requested tacos, so we'll probably do taco night, and I'll just do either like a taco lettuce wrap or a taco salad. I'm planning on doing salmon and brown rice and steamed broccoli one night, so simple as just thawing it out and throwing it together really quickly, so no need to really where we can see those hidden sugars in our foods and why it's so important that we try to stay away from processed foods as much as possible. Even when you read the label and you think, okay, this is healthy, really sticking to whole foods as much as possible. If it has a mother or comes from the ground, when you pick it up, it does not have a nutrition label because it's literally just the food. That is something to think about when you are trying to find foods to eat, is just really working on those whole foods and the things that don't have a previous client. You still have plenty of time to register today for the VIP membership so that you can join us on the Sugar Elimination Challenge. You'll have all of the materials, you'll have the meal plan that's going to set you up for success through the challenge. And we're going to go right into the holidays feeling really confident that we can enjoy our treats through the holidays and practice balance and moderation, and get through the holidays without feeling yucky, having all kinds of energy, and feeling proud and really feeling that progress towards your goals. So I hope this was helpful, kind of just thrown together randomly at the last minute, just to show you all a little bit of prep and how I'm going to really set myself up for success as I go into this sugar elimination challenge with you all. I will see you guys later. Let me know if you have questions about the membership or the new client round. Anything you have questions about, I'm happy to answer them. And I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of you in a round of the Faster Way. I can't wait to continue to see you all thrive through the holidays. All right, guys, see you later.